Laptop shopping buddy, and today I'm going to be talking about the Lenovo Y70 80DU0034US. I left a link below to the best discount going on right now for this particular model in the description, so be sure to check that out. And I'm going to get right into it with the processor. This is running the Intel Core i7 4710HQ. As you can see, it's one of the top performing Core i7 processors. I believe it is just below the 4720HQ, and it scored a 7,974 CPU benchmark.net score. So performance is definitely not an issue with this processor. It has turbo boost up to 3.5 GHz with a base clock speed of 2.5 GHz. And this means it could dynamically increase or decrease depending on what you're doing. So there's 16 gigabytes of DDR3L RAM. So there's tons of power in this machine. Great for multitasking. So even for heavier users who have tons and tons of heavier programs open, you can multitask no problem. So this is a great user for not only gamers but power users as well. So let's talk about the GPU. It's running the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 860M. Now this is an upper to mid-range graphics card, and I'm going to jump over to the benchmark so you can see exactly what kind of performance you can expect when it comes to gaming. So as you can see, it can run Battlefield Hardline on 1080p at 44.5 frames per second on high settings, 96 frames per second on medium settings, and note the 720p resolution. Evolve, it could run high on 33, medium on 61 frames per second, Dragon Age 52 frames per second on medium, Far Cry 4 59 frames per second medium, Call of Duty 56 frames per second on medium. So as you can see, it runs about medium to high settings smoothly. So it is a mid-range graphics card, and it can handle modern games no problem. FIFA 15, 144 frames per second on high settings, and it could handle ultra 100 frames per second. So it really just depends on the game and how demanding the game is. Here's a couple more just so you can see. It could run Call of Duty Ghost 51 frames per second on high, Battlefield 4 73 frames per second on high. So this model has a 256 gigabyte solid state drive. So if you haven't used a solid state drive, you're in for a treat because it really makes performance so much better. You'll find that your computer will boot up in about 15 seconds or less, and your software will load basically instantly. And when it comes to gaming, your game load times will also improve significantly because you don't have that spinning disk like on traditional hard drives, and that really tends to slow down load times. Notable features: it's a 17.3-inch touchscreen display, and this is a 10-point touchscreen, meaning you can use multiple fingers at the same time. So it really comes in handy with the Windows 8 user interface. It's a 1080p resolution, so you have that high pixel density. You can see tons of pixels on the screen, which means it's better for multitasking, and your workflow will also increase because you can have multiple windows up, and also your games will look much more crisp and much more clear. Now this model comes with an external DVD drive, so it's not built into the computer. They likely wanted to save some weight and save some space. So a lot of you are probably going to want to install older games. So rest easy, there is an external DVD drive. For battery life, you get about 4 hours. So it's about what you would expect for a gaming laptop. You know, nothing crazy. If you're gaming, obviously you're going to want to plug in your laptop because it will drain the battery much quicker. There's a backlit keyboard, so if you're in the dark, you have that option as well. It's a really overlooked feature, and it's really nice to have that backlit keyboard. This model is 7.3 pounds, which is about what you'd expect for a 17.3-inch laptop, and it is a gaming laptop, and it has that extra GPU, which tends to add weight. So to compare, a lot of Alienwares are heavier, about 8 to 9 pounds. So this one is slimmer, and it is a little more portable, but that said, it is still pretty heavy. So the thickness is 1.02 inches, which is pretty thin, especially for a gaming laptop. So it does have that sleek look going for it and that sleek design. There's Bluetooth support, 2 USB 3 ports, 1 USB 2, and the HDMI port, so if you need to hook up to an external display, no problem. And it also has an HD webcam, and I believe it's 720p. so you get that high quality video chat. So to conclude, this Lenovo Y70 is a great mid-range gaming laptop for the price. It has that 10-point touchscreen display, 1080p resolution, and the 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that Core i7 really gives it a lot of power. So it's great for power users and mid-range gaming. I hope you found this quick review helpful. Be sure to click that link in the description because you can get the best discount going on right now on this laptop. And you can also check out user reviews and see exactly what other people are saying about it.